So, I just wanted to talk today a little bit about wild camping and the culture of it. And I'm certainly not meaning to discourage anyone by saying this or trying to tell people they shouldn't do what they love doing. It's just my own personal experience. So, about a year and a half ago, um, I'd been watching quite a few videos on YouTube of people going wild camping and stuff like that. And yeah, I was often feeling weighed down by the stress of the city, anxious, overwhelmed. So I decided to go wild camping myself. And I set off into the local park uh, in the city. Quite a big park, very big park, over 600 acres. So there's a few spots you can go to where, it's quite private. You can wild camp and you're not going to be disturbing anyone. But I filmed the whole thing. I vlogged it basically. And I'd gone wild camping to try and reconnect with, I guess, a feeling of freedom, nature, stuff like that. And I did get that a little bit. I also had a feeling of anxiety as well, that, I don't know, someone was going to come across me camping and say, you shouldn't be here, you're going to have to move. Or even worse, I was going to come across a bad character or something that was out there as well, which obviously is very, very unlikely, and I kind of knew that. But because I filmed it, I was aware of how it was looking to other people, despite me doing it on my own. And then when I got home and I edited it, I again was thinking about how it came across, how I came across in the way that I was talking, whether the shots looked good. And then when I uploaded it to YouTube, I felt like that again. And just purely in the fact that I filmed it and I was aware that it was being filmed, it became more performative than it otherwise would have been. So I still had an element of being in nature, switching off, but I had another layer on top of that, which was, how does this look? How do I capture this in a way which I can portray it to others? And that took away from it, you know. I had wild camp before, but not for a long time, and not in the same situation. I've done it in different countries or more remote parts of England. And yeah, I think it's unwise to sort of criticize other people for doing things as well. I'm not meaning to sound like I'm doing that, but I see a lot of videos about my first wild camp and stuff like that. And it does raise a question that I asked myself: if I wasn't filming this, would I be doing this in exactly the same way? And would it be more of a beneficial experience? I think it would be different. I think it would be different. Um, yeah, which is why I haven't uploaded for a while, because I found the same thing with filming stuff here. When I don't film it, when I come up here, I really switch off, cook some food, have a fire, and don't really think about too much, and just sit by the fire, just not talking, no screens, just sipping on my beer. And I found it much more beneficial to do that for myself than I have the times when I've come up here and filmed it and I've had something planned. And I've done more. I've cooked a more extravagant meal. You know, I've crafted something at a faster pace because I've been filming it and I thought it would make a good video. So, yeah, I just, as I say, not meaning to criticize other people, I just think it's worth asking yourself that question. Why am I doing this? Why am I going wild camping? If it is to switch off and feel a sense of peace, then it's probably better if you don't film it. Or, you know, going camping, going on an adventure, it's probably better if you don't film it. You're probably going to find it easier to switch off and enjoy it. But if you're doing it to be creative, to raise your profile, to maybe make a career out of it, and you're aware that in doing so it's going to feel a little bit more cumbersome than if you didn't, then it's fine to film it. You know, as long as you're intentional about that's what you're doing. Yeah, I found myself often stuck between kind of the grass is greener and thinking, okay, I would like to have a job where I'm making videos and being outdoors all the time, and between coming up here or going camping, going out, and just doing it for my own peace of mind. I guess I was kind of doing it for those two dual reasons. But what I have found, and what other people might find or might not, is that when I come and do stuff in my spare time that I enjoy, that helps me switch off, feel peace of mind, I'm not as often thinking the grass is always greener. I need to do something else with my life. I need to do something bigger with my life. I feel more grateful for the things that I do have, and less of a motivation to do something completely different. Yeah, there's a risk with our overconnected world that we can start to try and commodify our free time, that we can use our free time to make something which is a product which we then upload on a video sharing site, and the video sharing site makes money off the adverts from people watching it. That's not I'm not saying that's inherently a bad thing to be able to do. You know, it gives you a lot of opportunity. But if you're doing that in your free time, then you need other time that you want to use as proper free time if you're going to be feeding your soul and, you know, getting to a better place in yourself, more content with your life, more content with the world. So yeah, that's what I've got to say today, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm a walking contradiction in everything that I've said, and as you can tell, my argument isn't properly formulated. It's not something I've written down and sort of picked holes in and sort of thought, how can I make this better? It's something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I thought it was worth just speaking freely about it rather than having it scripted. So, yeah, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I sincerely wish you some well-being and peace. And yeah, have a good day, folks.